When you feel alone in your marriage, the pain is often confusing because from the outside everything may look normal. You are married. You share a home, maybe children, routines, responsibilities, and yet inside, you feel a deep emptiness that no one seems to notice, a quiet loneliness that shows up late at night when the house is silent. When you want to talk, but don't know how. When you want to be held emotionally, but feel miles away from the person lying next to you. And you may ask yourself questions that feel heavy and scary. Why do I feel this way if I'm married? Why do I feel more understood by strangers online than by my own husband? Why do I feel like I'm carrying everything alone? And the truth is, feeling alone in marriage does not mean you failed. It does not mean you chose wrong, and it does not mean your feelings are exaggerated. Emotional loneliness in marriage is real, and it often begins slowly, not with big fights, but with small disconnections, conversations that stay on the surface, affection that fades into routine, emotional bids that go unnoticed, and over time you stop reaching out because being ignored hurts more than staying quiet. And maybe your story looks like this. You are the one who remembers details, checks in emotionally, supports everyone else, listens patiently, keeps the family running. But when you need emotional support, there is silence, distraction, or emotional distance, and slowly you start feeling invisible. Like your inner world doesn't matter anymore, and that loneliness can make you doubt yourself, your worth, and even your sanity, because you wonder, am I asking for too much? Am I too sensitive? Should I just accept this? And this is where clarity is important, because wanting emotional connection in marriage is not asking for too much. It is asking for the bare minimum of intimacy, and understanding why this loneliness happens can help you stop blaming yourself. Many marriages fall into emotional loneliness because life becomes overwhelming. Work stress, financial pressure, parenting, unhealed childhood patterns, and differences in emotional expression all play a role. Many men were never taught how to express emotions, how to listen deeply, or how to show emotional presence. So they withdraw without realizing the impact. While women, who are often more emotionally attuned, feel the absence more deeply. But explanation does not mean excuse, because emotional neglect, even unintentional, still causes harm, and the first thing you must do when you feel alone in marriage is stop abandoning yourself emotionally. Because loneliness becomes unbearable when you silence your own feelings. Healing begins when you allow yourself to admit honestly and without shame that you are lonely, that something is missing, and that your pain deserves attention, not dismissal. The second step is to reconnect with yourself before trying to fix the marriage. Because when you feel alone, it's easy to pour all your energy into trying to get your husband to change, to notice you, to care more, but this often leads to desperation and resentment. Instead, begin by grounding yourself emotionally. Spend time journaling your thoughts, naming your feelings, reconnecting with activities that bring you peace, joy, or a sense of identity outside the marriage, because when your entire emotional world depends on one person who is emotionally unavailable, the loneliness feels crushing. But when your life expands, your heart feels safer. The third step is learning to communicate your loneliness without blame or accusation, which means choosing a calm moment and speaking from your experience, saying things like, "I've been feeling emotionally disconnected and lonely lately, and I miss feeling close to you," instead of "you never care about me," because the goal is connection, not defense. And this kind of communication takes courage because it makes you vulnerable, but vulnerability, when paired with self-respect, is powerful, and if your husband listens and tries, that is a door you can walk through together. But if he struggles, remember this important truth: his response does not determine your worth. The fourth step is setting emotional boundaries that protect you from further harm, which means you stop overgiving emotionally in hopes of being loved back. You stop chasing connection that isn't reciprocated, and you stop sacrificing your mental health to keep the peace. Boundaries are not about punishment or distance. They are about self-preservation, and when you respect your emotional limits, you send a clear message, even to yourself, that your well-being matters. The fifth step is rebuilding emotional support outside the marriage. Connecting with trusted friends, support groups, therapy, faith communities, or safe spaces where you can be heard and validated. Because no one person should be the sole source of your emotional support, and having support does not mean you are betraying your marriage. It means you are caring for yourself, and as you begin doing these things, something important starts to happen. You feel stronger, calmer, less desperate, and more grounded. And from this place, you can assess your marriage with clarity rather than fear. You can decide whether the loneliness is something that can be healed together through effort, communication, and possibly counseling, or whether deeper changes are needed. And I want you to hear this clearly. Feeling alone in marriage does not mean you are unlovable, broken, or failing as a wife. It means your emotional needs are unmet, and unmet needs deserve attention, not shame. Healing does not always mean immediate transformation. Sometimes it means small shifts. Sometimes it means learning how to hold yourself with compassion. Sometimes it means redefining expectations. And sometimes it means having difficult but honest conversations. But no matter what path healing takes, you are not meant to disappear inside your marriage. You are allowed to take up emotional space. You are allowed to want connection, and you are allowed to protect your heart. And as you grow stronger emotionally, you may notice a shift in the relationship. Because when one partner stops operating from loneliness and starts operating from self-worth, the dynamic changes, and even if change is slow, even if it feels uncertain, you are no longer silently suffering. You are choosing awareness, strength, and self-respect, and that choice matters. So if this message resonates with you, know that you are not alone in this experience. Many women feel this way, even if they never talk about it. And if this video helped you feel seen, comforted, or understood, take a moment to like it. Subscribe for more guidance for wives navigating emotional challenges, and share it with someone who might be quietly feeling alone in her marriage. Because sometimes knowing you're not alone is the first step toward healing.